You're not.
Okay, there we go. We had to add ourselves. Okay, this is our first time on StreamYard, guys, so bear with us. And we are doing our best to go live on Instagram.
It's not going to happen.
And there was an error on Instagram too.
Yeah, that's part of the same.
No, Instagram is totally different from Facebook.
How about if we just concentrate on our YouTube and then we'll figure Instagram some other day?
Okay. Well, not a coincidence. We're getting resistance from Facebook and Instagram. Okay, so let's turn off our microphone because you're hearing the background from us. So, welcome to Samadhi Sea of Wisdom Meditation School, where here in this neutral space of Samadhi, we welcome you. We welcome you to be your authentic, true, genuine self. We want to remind you of who you are, and you're welcomed to bring the true you to the table. We're here at Samadhi. It's not about positivity. It's not about negativity. It's about authenticity. And here today, we have the honor of hosting Tucker Bearden, Stay Humble, Hustle Hard Live, which we did our best to be on his page on Facebook, but we're going to share this link on his page. So we're giving honor where honor is due. And much love and gratitude to Tucker Bearden. Thank you, brother. And here at Samadhi, we are honored to be able to host on his show. And here in Samadhi, like we say, we want to awaken. We want to remind each and every single one of you of the natural talents, the natural gifts, the natural abilities that are within each and every single one of us. Yes, you are talented. You are gifted. You have so much value waiting to awaken from within you. And here at Samadhi, we welcome you and we embrace you.
Thank you, Michael. So coming back to Tucker, and we were supposed to be live at 9 a.m. It is now 10:25. That's how long we've been struggling with being able to work with Facebook, and it's just not working. So Michael, do you want to do the sponsors for Tucker?
Yes.
And Stay Humble, Hustle Hard.
Yes. So this is being brought to you by Limitless Digital Media, Curtis Higgins, Network of Influence, Manny Lopez, Shift Advanced Life Design Magazine, Robert Garcia, BMC Accounting LLC, Brandyn Cox, Do You Even T-shirt line, and most of all, by Tucker Bearden. Yes. Thank you, brother. Thank you again. If you guys don't know who Tucker Bearden is, please look him up. He's on Facebook. He's on Instagram. And if you don't know how to find him, reach out to us and we'll connect you. Today's message, because all this month of March, for you beautiful people on YouTube and wherever we share this to different formats, if you're not aware, if this is your first time tuning in, January we covered unconditional love.
No, January was.
January we covered foundation. January we covered foundation. February we covered unconditional love. In March, because when you work on your foundation, when you work on your unconditional love for yourself that you reflect with others, it's just law that you're going to experience. What this month we are talking about is March, the month of miracles. And because it starts with March, which is Ma, the word Ma, then we really want to touch into the feminine, because March also has International Women's Day, which is Women's Month. But we believe that, we cherish and we embrace those both polarities, feminine and masculine. That's why Samadhi is neutral. So we want to welcome you to Samadhi once again. So today's topic of the month of miracles, of the miracle of meditation, is the miracle of meditation, which is the miracle of metamorphosis. Metamorphosis. So before we begin, we cannot talk about meditation. We cannot talk about transformation, which is what metamorphosis is. It's transformation beyond what we think transformation is. So let's take a moment and let's breathe. Let's just take a moment to center ourselves, be aware of ourselves. And in this moment, be present with ourselves. Check in with ourselves. Let's just be still and feel this moment. And in this stillness, just let go of everything. Let go of all the concerns, all the to-dos, all the what ifs. Just let everything go. And connect to this peaceful present moment. And the more you can align and feel this peace, the more you will remember more of who you are. It's in letting go that you remember. Take a deep breath in. And all is one, ready to receive. Thank you, everyone, for joining us once again. Did you get on the YouTube and share it? So share it to Facebook. I don't know if I can do it on here. Yeah, I can share it on here. Share it to, do you want me to share it from here? You got it right there.
Just go ahead and share it because I'm not sure what I'm doing.
Okay, so
Let's get back to this.
So you go ahead and share a little bit, Alice, and I'll go ahead and share.
Okay.
What is metamorphosis to you?
Oh, don't get me
And
started.
we got an error. We're not able to share anywhere.
Yes. So we may share this later. Let's just get back to the topic.
Here we go.
And that's the good thing about YouTube. You can share it anytime. It doesn't have to be right while you are live. Metamorphosis, transformation. And, you know, when we do these lives and we bring people as guests sometimes, today we decided to do it a little bit different. And I'm glad we did, because with all this interference, our guests would have just been waiting and waiting and we couldn't communicate. So what we'd like to do here at Samadhi, and now bringing it to Stay Humble, Hustle Hard, is that authenticity and that genuine way of learning about yourself. Now with Tucker, our biggest goal there at Stay Humble, Hustle Hard is to bring that why, the why behind what we do, the why to better prepare yourself for that work that you're called to do through that, whatever business it is that you have. It's your calling, it's your dream, it's your passion. So when you're doing your best to find out why, what is it that moves you? Why would you answer to the calling that you were given? Whatever it may be. In our case here with Samadhi, our passion is to help others through our stories. I concentrate a lot more on the women, obviously, because of what I've been through with abuse, and Michael to the men who've been incarcerated, to anyone, male or female, who've been on drugs, etc. So when we find that why, the only thing we can share with you is our experience, and what we bring to the table is that our metamorphosis began the moment that we dug deep inside of ourselves. And through meditation, we were able to create that metamorphosis, that transformation, and still in the process. The beauty of it is that process. It's not the finish line. It's not, oh, are we there yet? No, it's about starting and just knowing that we have resources from within is so gratifying. It is so freeing to know that I do not need to go outside of myself. It's not when I finally acquire the things I want to acquire out here. It's what I already have within, that essence that I am, the personality, the way that I love myself, things that I have neglected at times. And how many of us are so busy going, phone call after phone call, post after post, and just talking to so many different people, going to meetings, events. And then when it's time to actually share, to actually do the action that it takes to get it done, are we prepared from our foundation? Are we prepared from within?
Good point.
Or are we just sharing from what we hear other people say? And there's nothing wrong with that. We can learn from others. Absolutely, we need a community. please do not misinterpret that we don't want that community. But at Samadhi, we feel that it's very important to have those moments of reflection, those moments of stillness, of quiet, when you go within and you're able to take care of your most inner mass, walls, fears, all of those things. So that's what we do here at Samadhi. We care so much about each individual, each new student. We take them on and guide them, help them help themselves. And it is a beautiful process to see that unfoldment, to see that awakening at times happen right before our eyes when the realizations come. But it only comes from you doing your own work from within. So, is that it in a nutshell, Michael?
Yes, I was able to share this now, so now we're good. Now I can get back on the road, get on the roll. So I'm sharing it so you can see it on our news feed.
Okay.
What? Something went wrong. We're working on getting fixed as soon as we can. Wow, talk about resistance, guys.
There has been a lot of resistance this morning.
And when you have a lot of resistance, we're gonna share this either later tonight or sometime. But
at some point,
you see, this is a good example of life, and we can allow life to transform us, or we can transform our lives. Yeah. So see, right now we can get frustrated, we can get angry, we can hit the computer, we can sit here.
For those of you that have the tendency of being angry and displaying it that way, that's what you would do.
And I was one of them. So I could tell you from personal experience.
I'd probably cry. I'd be sitting here crying.
So that's another good point. Crying about it isn't going to transform the situation. It's transforming from within when you're not dependent on the circumstances and the external situations or external people, places, situations, circumstances, experiences, or events. It's when you depend on yourself, when you check in with yourself, because that's what today's message is really about. Because I desire to really simply get in depth about what transformation is truly about and what it truly is designed for. Your phone just turned
off? No, on its own. I didn't
talk about resistance. We're seeing resistance everywhere.
Anything, I promise.
And the thing about it is, we even said this message is so powerful that we're going to get a lot of resistance. We may reset ourselves up.
We broke Facebook, okay?
So here we go. Are you ready? Meta. Meta means beyond. Okay? Meta means before, beyond, something that is not the norm. Okay? Morphosis means a transformation from one substance into another. Okay, we have examples of butterflies. We have examples of dragonflies. And a butterfly transforms from the land to the air. From a caterpillar to the air, a butterfly. A dragonfly, which is our logo, transforms from water to land to air. So it has a trifold experience. And if we really see the simple but really complicated process of metamorphosis, then we will see that a butterfly, a dragonfly, doesn't have to study to awaken to its true nature. It allows the process of nature. Nature's an innate intelligence because it listens. See, that's the thing. If a caterpillar doesn't listen to its nature, it will always forever remain a butterfly. If a dragonfly always listens to its nature, it will forever remain at the bottom of the sea. Of the pond, of the water. But when it listens to its divine nature, it answers the calling. See, all of us are called, but few of us are chosen because we refuse to choose to awaken. We refuse to choose to step into our greatness. Because stepping into our greatness is not looking for something outside of us. And no disrespect if you do this, but this is coming from personal experience. And we desire to bring authentic awareness tools that are really going to move you to the next level. And it's not about attaining. It's not about reading more. It's not about studying more. If you're doing that, that's fine, because that does have its beneficial factor. But the more that you attain, the more that you add on to yourself. The more layers, the more ideas, the more perspectives, the more information. And this is good, but it has to be balanced with wisdom. See, I'm not saying information is not good, but it has to be balanced with attainment of wisdom. And wisdom is the process of letting go. Wisdom is the process of true faith in letting go and trusting. By being less, you're becoming more because it's already inside you. So we search for what we aren't. And that quote came to me as I was taking notes for this live, because even we said it's so deep that I'm not able to remember everything that came to me. So listen to that again. We search for what we aren't. Again, we search for what we aren't. And this isn't technology, this isn't reading, this isn't studying, this isn't in grasping, in manifesting and doing all these things. We're searching for what we're not. Now, I'm not saying that it's not okay to attain, but it's this process is about balance. This process is about balance. And what are we really reminding you as the viewer? That what is the importance of this experience? The greatest secret, the greatest thing that you can accomplish is self-love, self-gnosis, self-awareness that attains to self-mastery. See, if you can't master yourself, then the world is mastering you. Let me repeat that. If you can't master yourself, then the world is mastering you. You're of a copy of a copy of a copy, because you're allowing the world to dictate if it's going with what you feel, then you're good. And it's easy to be good when everything is going good. But when everything is not going so great, like today, all the technical difficulties, all the challenges that we had to face to get this live on. And we do have another student, so we are going to have to make this short, because we had planned to be on at 9:30, and it's already 10:40.
Well, we first at 9, then 9:30, then...
No, we had said...
Oh, yeah, we had said 9:30.
Okay, so...
But, yeah.
Because we only have 20 minutes, and we're going to have a part 2, because this message is so powerful. So, what is life calling us to do? Just transform our character. Transform our idea of sense of self. Not what I think I am, not what I read about what I am, but what I have no clue of what I am. Because if I just listen to everybody else, then I'm just going to repeat what everybody else is telling me. But if I go within myself, I must face myself. And in facing myself, I break those layers of truths, quote, quote, supposedly lower truths of what I'm not, to become more and remember more, to unfold what I already am. And this is inspired by a session that we had with one of our students.
2 of us.
Yeah, 2 of our students. And this is a picture of a DNA helix. And every single moment, oops, it's backwards. Actually, it's not. But now I'm so used to doing backwards on camera. Okay? But here we have a DNA helix that rips apart. Oops, rips apart. Okay? Every single moment, you're ripping apart. Your DNA is dying. It's cutting itself in half. And in that moment, you have an opportunity to copy a new you, to access not a new you, but an authentic you, because there is no new you. You've always been there. Just like the butterfly has always been inside the caterpillar. Just like the dragonfly has always been inside. I forgot what it's called. It's no. It's a different creature. It's a different name. Now that I have my phone, let me Google it so I can give accurate information. So the dragonfly always has access to the larva a nymph. That's what it's called. A nymph. Okay? A nymph always has access because it's inside the nymph. It doesn't need to attain more, doesn't need to look for more, doesn't need to study more. A nymph knows who it is. And the thing about it is, if it doesn't respond to that nature's intelligence, then it will never discover what it already was. If a butterfly doesn't listen and become aware of nature's intelligence that is calling it to die to the old, which is getting in that cocoon, okay? And it's risking its life because it can be eaten by birds. It can be dissolved by ants. I mean, they can tear it apart. So the butterfly is risking its life. But this is what transformation is calling us for. Transformation requires death, a psychological death to who you think you are. So if you desire to transform your life, your perspective, your world of experiences, not just your physical life, but your mental and your spiritual life, then you must answer the call to action to die. You must die to your old self. And you must remember and realize that you already have everything inside you. And it's nothing wrong with studying and attaining, but always remembering that it's not so much the studying and attaining, it's the studying and attaining is going to remind you of little clues of what you're here to do. But you must let go to access an innate wisdom and intelligence inside you that is a spiritual nature, not a natural nature, but a spiritual nature, not a world nature. Now we're moving from the worldly, the animalistic, nature's calling, nature's intelligence. Now we're moving into an inward, spiritual, innate intelligence, spiritual, innate wisdom that is beckoning and is calling all of us to answer the call. Because that is why we keep repeating the world and repeating for thousands of years. Because we forget our innate intelligence. We forget our innate wisdom. And it goes against the grain of what you even think it is. So, we need you, yes, you, watching this video, to question life, question everything. Because in questioning everything, that what you heard of is junk DNA, and 97% of junk DNA inside you is really a library, an encyclopedia of intelligence, of wisdom that is waiting to be birthed, that is waiting to come forward from inside of you, but it's waiting for you to step up. So, how many of us help other people? How many of us, and this came from I'm not able to share their name because I didn't ask for permission, but this came from a session that we have a new student, and we have many students that go through this. But this reminded me of how important it is to talk about meditation. Because how many people pray, how many people study, how many people, go to the church, go to the organizations, go to the seminars, go to these different types of events, and they're looking to be more, they're looking to be more, they're looking to give more. And they help so many people, and they're so good at helping other people, but yet when it comes to helping themselves, they fall short. And I'm one. I remember when I was in that place, and now that I manifested an amazing partner and wife, then now I'm able to go deeper within myself because she reflected so well on how to go within myself. Because it's easy to read about it, but if you don't know how to do it, because we all know how to do it, but if we don't intellectually, logically know how to do it, we can drive ourselves crazy and mad, listening to everybody else, but falling short, and then feeling guilty because all the information we attain is a double-edged sword. The more information we get, but we don't practice it and we don't realize how simple it is, the more guilty, the more frustrated, the more angry, the more powerless, the more depressed, confused we become, because we're like, why am I falling short? What is wrong with me? Why am I so confused? Why am I so frustrated? Why am I so angry? So this is the balance of meditation and prayer. Everything requires balance, guys. Just like information requires wisdom, meditation requires prayer, and prayer requires meditation. Just like our experience, she was full of wisdom. Wait, it's not easy to do. It is easy. That's just, okay, hold on, with my fingers. Okay, just like she, and see how the brain gets confused? That's just like reality, because it's upside down, okay? So she had wisdom, I had intelligence, information. But she lacked intelligence, she lacked the balance of the wisdom with intelligence. I lacked the wisdom because of the intelligence that I had. And when we came we came into each other's path, it was like, that's what we needed. That's what awakened. And she got the intelligence that she required, that she was asking for, and I got the wisdom that I was asking for. So when we balance those two polarities that are required to be balanced, just like prayer and meditation, you can't truly experience meditation if you don't balance it with prayer, and vice versa. You can't attain your balance if you're only praying, but you're forgetting to become quiet and still and silent. Because if you're just praying, you're just listening to the ego. But if you're just meditating, you're listening to the divine, but you don't know what you came to do here, because the world is asking you to step forward. Yeah, we just seen a post that says Facebook and Instagram issues. New algorithm to make organic marketing extinct. Wow. We need to talk. Tell them we need to talk, because this is the message that we're giving right now. So just like this social media is starting to die, I mean, it's dying because something greater is coming forth. And even if it's rebirth back, but it's going to be rebirth even better. But here's the thing, no matter what, we're not dependent on it. We're all connected internally. And when we can align with ourselves internally, we will balance and manifest those authentic beings, those people, because we're connecting online. But when we trust that we're all connected, we will connect with the authentic ones around us. So my question to you is, do you continue to keep repeating cycles? Do you continue to repeating seasons, temperaments? Because what is insanity? It is doing the same thing again and again and again and again and again and again and again, expecting different results. So if you are frustrated with the results that you're getting, if you're becoming confused more in the attainment of it, remember this, life is going to mirror what and where we are from the inside out. Life is not going to show up until you show in. That's a shirt. Life is not going to show up until you show in. What do I mean by that? Until you show up inside, life cannot transform outside. It is just going to appear to transform with different masks, different people, different circumstances, different events, but it's going to be the same. It's going to be the same message, just camouflaged as different things, different people, different experiences. But if you get to the core of it, it's going to be the same message. So if you desire to experience a different message, a different life, then you must show in. And we're coming up to the close of this video, and then we will do another video shortly. But here's the thing. If you desire to show in, but you're confused about how to show in, please message us. We're here to assist you. And you are speaking and you are getting advice from two experienced people that are doing their work every single day and that will not ever stop doing their work. So I know you guys heard the saying that when one succeeds, their circle succeeds, but we're not talking just about a temporary success. We're talking about an eternal, infinite success. So we're always going to be succeeding. We're always going to be letting go. I die hundreds of times a day, guys. And she'll tell you. And we were just talking with students last night. And she doesn't even realize when I die anymore. Because before she would notice when I would breathe and I'd be like, let go of the pride, let go of the ego. And now she says she doesn't even notice it because I'm doing it inside.
That's beautiful.
And when you can do it inside and nobody can tell what you're doing, that's when you're attaining mastery on another level. So, if you desire to attain self-love, self-gnosis, self-awareness, to attain true self-mastery, please, we are here to help you. Because this is what you've been looking for. This is what you've been attempting to attain. But just like the dragonfly, just like the butterfly, and just like the dragonfly, you already have it inside you. Are you answering the call? Because you are chosen. But do you choose to be the chosen? If you do so, please sign up for our classes. And don't wait any longer. Because there is two paths that this world is taking. And mark my words, you'll see the evidence of this more as we go forward. And this is not being me being a psychic. This is not me saying that I know more than you. We all know this internally. That's why there's this unease within us when we don't answer the call, when we don't take action within ourselves. Is that there's two directions that that are manifesting right now. There's the direction of the polarity of attaining and looking outside of ourselves and depending on the outside of ourselves is going to bring more confusion. And there's the letting go. There is the surrendering. This is the allowing from true faith and accessing innate abilities, innate capacities, innate gifts, talents, in greatness within you. And this is the direction of awakening. This is the direction of realizations. This is the direction of actualization from the inside out. So, which direction are you taking? And if you're confused about the direction, we can assist you because you innately know what to do. That's why you're not comfortable. That's why you're uneasy. That's why you are not at rest. That's why you can't attain peace, because it's not about attaining it. You already have it. So, please, everyone know that we are here for you. And we have nothing but love for you. In this neutral space of Samadhi, you are welcomed. You are invited. You are embraced. You are loved. You are accepted. I don't care what you've done or what you haven't done. We are one. And we embrace you as that one.
So thank you very much to Tucker for giving us this privilege and this blessing of hosting his show. We did the best we could today. It's very, very challenging with all of the obstacles with Facebook, Instagram, etc. So what we're going to do is our best to share this on his page when we are allowed to. In the meantime, just know that we are here, as Michael said, with Samadhi and with Tucker to discover that why. Do yourself a favor and really sit down and take a moment to meditate on that. The why of all the beautiful things you do. You know who you are, the business that you have, the need that you have. Always search within. Blessings.
And you know what? The people are waiting for you. If you are an entrepreneur, that's a good point. If you are an entrepreneur, the people that you've inspired, that you motivated, they're waiting for you to show the authentic you. So when you dive deep within yourself and you are selfish with yourself, you will truly be selfless and you will serve more than you can ever even imagine. So whether you're a coach, an entrepreneur, a pastor, a teacher, even at whatever job that you have, you are not insignificant. You are very significant. And don't think that your small acts of kindness have no huge ripple effects, because they do. Just look at this. Her small acts of kindness, her patience, her love, her compassion broke these thick walls of ego that thought that he was enlightened, that thought that he was awakened, that thought that he knew a lot, but he didn't know anything. And now I am blessed.
Thank you.
On another level. And that's what we desire for all of you. But are you willing to chip at the concrete? Are you willing to break all those layers of what you think you are, to discover the golden Buddha, the golden Christ consciousness, the golden you that is inside of you? Because it's waiting for you.
Sign up for our classes. Please contact us. And once again, thank you to all the sponsors. And we will go ahead and write all that out for you, or we may have Tucker do it. We don't know with the situation going on. So blessings to everyone, and we'll see you next time. Maybe not same channel. I don't know where we will be, but next Wednesday
We will be here.
Tucker's show.
We will be here on YouTube, because YouTube works. So if anything, look for us on YouTube. Okay, guys? Thank you, everyone. Blessings to each and every single one of you. And remember, you already are what you're searching for.